We did 12 million transactions. Create a system that you can duplicate.
길거리 인터뷰를 진행해 보도록 하겠습니다.
For a quick interview.
She's perfect for
No.
this.
No.
Is she?
No, thank you.
Power plants.
Power plant. Are you the business owner?
I am.
What's the best advice you've ever given in your career as a business owner?
Persistence, stay strong, focus. Nothing is unobtainable.
Are you the business owner?
Yes.
What's the most important skill set when you're running business?
Have a business that's scalable, that could grow. Have a business that too many people don't have. Have a business that you could leverage and has tax advantages from the government. And the government is willing to support. That's what I would say. And stay away from retail businesses right now in Canada because you're going to go broke and bankrupt. Stay away from franchises. You make no money, they make all the money. And if there's anything good that franchises have, they won't give it to you. They would just give it to other guys that have 5, 10 other stores with them.
What's the advice that changed your perspective, perhaps?
Start investing as little as you can in S&P 500 and crypto and just leave it as minimal as it is and just leave it there for the next 20, 30, 50 years. Even if you could contribute as little as $100 a month, $200 a month, something insignificant, and it will be mind-blowing.
Excuse me. We're making a YouTube video about financial freedom.
We're not in.
Do you mind? No, sorry. YouTube video around the
조금 쇼핑객을 찾기가 힘든데 일단 계속 진행을 해보겠습니다. What's your name?
My name is Gurveer. We try to connect like the manufacturers with the end consumers. So we act as a middleman. We try to quote all the bigger corporations, even smaller businesses who needs a delivery service.
Sounds like very competitive industry. And
It
what is your strategy to really stood out from those
The
competitors?
main problem here is like the big corporations, like the Amazon is also coming in freight. The Uber is coming into freight. So you can compete them on the cost wise. So you have to take different approach. My approach is to build personal connections. And as a smaller company, we can provide a customized plan, so more tailored to customer needs. But on the other hand, the bigger corporations, they are more like a red tape, bureaucracy. You don't even know the owner. If somebody does wrong, it's very hard to reach out the senior management. But in the smaller companies, you can directly call the owner, hey, you did this and this, that. We can fix it, right? So it's a more of a easy accessibility, personal connection. So that's what we emphasize on rather than cost. Because we can beat them in cost, but we can provide better service, more reachable.
When you moved here in Canada, did you thought about own a business?
So when I moved here, business was not a plan, basically. So I studied in supply chain. Then I started working in a company which was doing similar stuff. So I learned from there, and then I saw opportunity that I could do this one also. So that's how it started.
You probably failed many times along the way you built your business. How did you bounce back from those failures?
If you have a bigger goal in a longer run, then eventually you feel demotivated. It happens with everybody, I guess. So it's not always you're motivated. You have to stick to your goal, work on it even if you don't feel like doing it. Because otherwise, every third day when something goes bad or like even the COVID, everything got shut down, business got hurt, right? But you have to find a way to keep going because you know if you have a bigger goal in your mind, then that's what keeps you moving forward. What I believe, if you have good intentions, you try to help people, and then the God helps you as well.
That's amazing. I really appreciate your time.
이제 마무리를 하고 가려는데 멀리서 사업가처럼 보이는 부부가 다가오길래 물어봤습니다.
Let's say you're moving to a new country.
Okay.
No connection, no money. What is your game plan?
Well, I'm going to try to hustle to know as many people as possible. So that will help me to understand where I am, what kind of country I am, what the rules are, and then grow from there.
What is the best advice you've ever given as a business owner?
Stay focused if you have a business mind and continue building that particular focus every day. 1% every day and trying to compound it every year and then evaluate yourself every year.
It's really hard to focus nowadays with the social medias and a lot of addiction for the younger generation. What would you do to really eradicate this type of distractions?
Well, let me put it this way. When you focus, actually, all the noises will go away. So you don't even recognize that they're there.
What was your focus?
In my own business, I have a home improvement company right now, and focusing to building that.
Is it okay if I ask you the highest revenue you've ever achieved?
I think last year we did 12 million transactions.
To scale to from 7 figures to 8 figures, what was the break point? What was the perception?
Create a system that you can duplicate. Even on investment, for example, if the first investment works well, try to duplicate the same investment multiple times, and there we go. And that's how you break free from whatever you are today and then where you're going to be.
But when he talks about focusing, try to focus it such that they're all around the same periphery. So for instance, we talked about he's in the home business or the home improvement business, but he also has, or we have, home investments. We have like around it, like, you know, what works around that. So it's okay to have different, I would say, things that you would like to pursue, but don't go all of a sudden, for instance, pursue something that's totally different from your focus.
Right.
So try to have that, you know, a little bit of that flexibility.
And in order to do that, you have to pay attention, right? Like while you're at it.
Yes, yes. Try to learn as much as possible. Be open, be flexible, and learn from mistakes. Like failure actually is one of the best lessons learned, and we have failed throughout our, you know, the 25 years that we have been investing together. So
It's only winning or you're learning. So you're winning, you're learning. There's no losing in this game. Right. So when you build up on that, you're gonna just achieve beyond what you believe.
Right. When you're going through this failure consecutively, where do you rely on?
What I'm gonna answer it the two ways here. When you keep failing exactly the same way, that means you never learned. So you gotta learn. That's one. But if you're failing on a different type of movement that you're doing, trying to grow, well, that's something new. Fail, don't repeat it again. Try to make it better. You learn from it, and go to the next one.
That totally makes sense. But really, I appreciate time and insights. Hope you guys have a wonderful holidays.
Yes, you too.
Thank you. 자, 방금 인터뷰를 마쳤는데요. 그분이 이제 매출을 수십억에서 수백억대까지 올리기 위해서는 복제 가능한 시스템을 만드는 것이 중요하다고 하셨고, 그와 동시에 같은 산업 내에 커넥션을 이용해서 새로운 기회를 계속 몰색하는 것이 중요하다고 하셨습니다. 컨텐츠가 도움이 된다고 생각하시면 구독과 좋아요